Saturday evening. Happy. Let me just adjust this one. How are you? Happy Saturday. How is everybody doing this weekend? How are you? Say hi. Don't be shy. Let me know that you see me. Let me know that you hear me. Hi, Omer. Thank you very much for joining. No, I live in China. It's now 11:32 p.m. Saturday, China time. So, who is with me? Say hi. Don't be shy. Special live. We are preparing for a super. Hi, Itzik. Thank you very much. How are you? We are preparing for a super interesting week coming up. We have CPI, we have PPI, we have FOMC minutes coming up. Let's see what else. We had a pretty intense week last week. What else do we have? Monday have nothing. Wednesday we have CPI. What else on Wednesday? Let's share the screen with you so you can also see. As you can see, major economic reports and Fed speakers for the coming week. Monday, nothing much. Tuesday, also nothing much. Wednesday, CPI and Fed talking pre-market. Then we have 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. And then Thursday, PPI, again, Federal Reserve, federal government speaking. What else? Friday we have import price index. So basically, super intense week coming up. Hi Rafi, hi Draw, hi Pablo, Shem, hi Yossi, thank you very much for joining. I know it's Saturday, but hi Ran, Shabbat Shalom from China. How was your weekend? So far, how is your weekend? Adjust the light here a little bit, like this. I don't know why I have the SMCI in my chart. So, what should we speak about? We have super interesting week coming up. Before we continue on the week, I hope everybody saw. For now, weekend edition, trading week recap in English and in Hebrew. Ladies and gentlemen, every day, every weekend, every video I post in 2 languages, Hebrew and English. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Which correction? Which correction is cancelled? We are still under. We'll go through it. So make sure you go to my channel. First you hit the subscribe. My cat here is just driving me crazy. Enough. You want to see my cat? Here's my cat. Say hi to my cat. Now my cat is also famous. You see, she's super small. Look how small she is. So this was my cat. My trading partner. You know, Bitcoin is going to 59. I don't know nothing. All I know is for now, if we'll check out the Bitcoin is in consolidation. Price action is getting tighter and tighter. We have lower highs, higher lows. Below the lower trend line, we will see the orange zone. Below the orange zone, we will see the yellow zone. Be prepared for both sides. Do not, never ever be biased. You know why? Biased kills traders, especially biased and confirmation biased. Which late night? I'm not in Israel. I have Dog trading partner. Yeah, cat sits on your... She comes and she sits on my keyboard. Drives me crazy. So if you still don't know, I have a general list. This is my general list. I have here around 900 names. Every weekend I go through these names. 900 or so, more or less. Let me check. Around my 900 names. I go over every weekend. Every weekend. On a weekly time frame. This is how I do it. Every weekend. I go from A to Z. Alphabetical name. Alphabetical order. Then I check. This is how I check. One by one, like this. Tack, 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 tack. Every time you ask me, do you use screener? Yep. My eyes. This is how I go. This is, look, this is, looks very interesting. Look at this name. What do you see? Uptrend. Now take this trend line. Put it over here. You can adjust it a little bit. Like this. Or just ignore the wicks. Go like this. Now. What do you see? All this area. Super tough resistance. Right? But it's a good resistance for the higher highs. So most probably this name ACGL on the weekly time frame continues to the 98 and maybe over to the 103. Now I mark this name, just flag it, some kind of a color. Now go to the daily. Let's see this name on the daily. This is how I do it. Super interesting name. Super interesting price action. Already all-time highs. I don't like to trade names when they are already all-time highs. Look how trend lines give you where price might be heading next. You see, just look left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th time is a charm. 5 is also a Fibonacci number. Now, where are the next support resistance? Swing low, swing high. Look at this. Magic of Fibonacci. Look at this. You take, this is our recent low. This is our recent high, right? This is not our recent high because we didn't have a pullback yet. So this is our recent high. So take Fibonacci. Look where price stopped Friday. We can be a little bit more accurate, like this. Or if we take the magnet, like this. Look! This is why I say follow price, use trend lines and Fibonacci as your roadmap for future price action. Above 95.44, we will see 101 and then 108 on this name. Put it on your chart, put it on your watch list. And this is how I go, one by one. 900 names. So if you want to become a profile, ACN, I don't even remember when I drew these lines, but look. ANF, who asked for ANF? Here, ANF. What do you see? What do you see on ANF? Lower highs, higher lows. Like this. And here, like this. Breaking below this yellow trend line, where ANF might be heading next. To this trend line. Here. Around 109. 101. Let's see. She will meet. We have this area of support. Then we have here. This area, look left. Resistance, support. So below this one, ANF will meet 115 and then 108 to the downside. This is how you analyze charts. That's it. without even Fibonacci, without nothing on your chart. Know your trend lines. Know your support and resistance. What else do we have? ANF, coin. What's going on with coin? Let's check coin. By the way, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. It's Saturday. It's 11:42 p.m. I want to see those likes. I want to see those super chats. I want to see those subscribes. Coin, what do you have? Look at this. 1 second, let me get the cat out of here. Now she's gone. What else? You have this trend, you have this, look, 1, 2. Now you have also this one over here. You see how trend lines work? Below this trend line, you have a double top scenario. Watch out. Next support, below this trend line, below the lower trend line, you will see 215. Below 215, you will see 195. Below 195, you will see 162. Below this one, you have gaps, gaps, gaps. All the way down, but breaking below this one, 215, below 215, embrace yourself. Back to the 160. Just reminder, this is only my opinion. Nothing here is financial advice. So, hi Benny, thank you very much. Thank you, Dudu. Yair, Shabbat Shalom. Amir wants DKNG. Let's talk DKNG. Arun Kundra just subscribed. You see, once you subscribe or super chat, you will get your own smiley face icon. I don't know, something here, jumping. So if you want your name to jump on the screen, make sure you subscribe or super chat. What else do we? DKNG. Once again, trend lines are your friend. Look, you see, now take this trend line, extend them to the left. Look how they work. You can take it also from here. Doesn't really matter. You see, look. Now DKNG above Friday's highs, you will see 50-70. Why? Because this is the resistance of the higher trend line. It's a good resistance. Yes, there is such a thing as a good resistance. It's a resistance for the higher highs. Same as this one is support for the higher lows. We have resistance for the higher highs. This is the definition of an uptrend. Now you can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. You can also take Fibonacci from here or from here. Depends on the time frame that you're trading. Above 47.50, you will see 49 and then 52. How do you know how to trust something? Backtest. How you backtest Fibonacci? You go all the way back and you test it. Let's test Fibonacci and DKNG. Let's take one trend from the past. Let's take this one, or even this one. Whatever you prefer. Doesn't really matter. It works. It will work, hopefully. Just kidding, it will work. Let's take this trend here. Swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. You see, look. Look here. I will put Fibonacci on this trend. Your eyes should be on this area over here. Look at this. Swing low. Swing high. Boom. All these are extensions. All these are extensions. Remember, this is the end point. 43.75. 76. We drew it July 2020. Remember the date, remember the end game. Look, it gives you everything that you want for future support and resistance. To the upside, you want to the downside, just click it and click reverse. Boom. To the upside, to the downside, we are already 2 years after we drew the Fibonacci, and look how price acts for the future Fibonacci. Yes, price follows Fibonacci. Believe it or not. All these indicators, they follow price. All of them. All of them. So by natural things, all strategies based on these lagging indicators follow price. I don't want to follow price. I want to know where price might be heading next. I can look by myself where price came from. In this case, DKNG, I know it came from lows October 26. Now it's the 47. But now where price might be heading. You take Fibonacci, you take trend lines, and if you master this, that's it. You are master of technical analysis. Look, you want another name? Let's do it another. What else? Thank you, Dudu. Marvel for Benny. Marvel. Before we go into Marvel, let's do the same magic trick on Marvel. Let's go way back, way back. This is good. Marvel. Let's take this trend over here. December 2000. We're going 24 years. We are going 24 years back. You take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. Look here. Your eyes on this point. Look. Boom. Did it give us? Yes, it did. Remember the end point? 1030. Now let's go to the future. Where's the future? Over here. Wow, it didn't give us. Yes, it did. We need to tell him. We need to tell him to calculate it. We told Fibonacci to calculate all the way to 6, to extension 6, 618, right? Let's tell him, I think it's extension 9 maybe. 9. Look, support. 9, 272. Support. This one, I think it's 10. Let's do 10. More than 10. 10, 618. It's like a calculator. Tell him to calculate, and he will. 11. 11, 618. 12. Boom. Everything that you want for future price action. Remember, we drew it 24 years back. This is how Fibonacci works, ladies and gentlemen. You need to master the Fibonacci. Until you won't master Fibonacci, you won't master trading and you won't be a profitable trader. Marvel, what do you see here? You have here a support. You can take also the FTI. That's it. FTI, one click away. It's like having me on your chart. Struggling with the yellow zone, sells bearish signal on the 4 hours, on the daily, and the weekly, so no long. For now on Marvel, you want to go long, I would wait for a weekly close above the 77.20. You have a gap over here, short below Thursday's low, towards this gap, and then below the 68.30, you will see 63.54. And if you're a pattern trader, you clearly see head and shoulders, right? Going back to the 57 and maybe even 49. So this is my point, my 2 cents on Marvel. What else do we have? AMD. You did not check. Yossi did not check my weekly market review. AMD still holding above the 162 area. Breaking below, you will see all these future supports to the downside. Why I have here, I don't know. I don't know what it even says Google. But it's AMD. Below 168, you will see 146. What else? The ASML. ASML, what's going on with these likes, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on with these likes? Just hit the like. ASML, nothing much. Moving sideways, you see. Inside the yellow zone, it's a no trading zone. Once you see the price inside the yellow zone of the FTI, it's a no trading zone. Sideways move. We don't know how to trade sideways move. We need a clear trend, an uptrend or a downtrend. A sideways move trend will chop your money out of your account. So never try to trade sideways move. And you have bearish on the 4 hours daily and weekly long continuation at least 3 days, maybe 2-3 days above the 994, short below the 954 towards the 931, and then you have this gap over here. This was ASML. What else? DKYZ, DXYZ. New IPO. I don't really trade these new IPOs. I gave them at least 3 weeks. You can take now. Swing low, swing high. You have everything on your chart. Now I need to, once again, 1618. Bear with me 1 second. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Now you have everything. That's it. These are the support and resistance for this name, DXYZ. CNK, Cinemark Holdings. Let's see the name. Nice uptrend. Got rejected by the 2040. Let's see the weekly. Zoom out, clean the noise. What do you see on the weekly? All this area. Resistance. This is why it did not fail to close above this area. Very, very tough resistance. Look, resistance became support. Broke to the downside over here, November 2021. And since then, each and every time, it's getting rejected. So if you want to keep your long or go long on this name, I would suggest at least 2 days above this area. Then you can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. Not this one. This one. Swing low, swing high. Next resistance, 2166, and then 24 to the upside. What's your prediction for AMD? We just talked about AMD. 2 minutes ago we talked about AMD. Suave because J&J, I think, made a proposal to buy Suave. Shockwave Medical. All-time highs. Nice. Where to now? All this from resistance, support. Let's see, it continues to the upside. You can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and then 357 and 411 are the next resistance. And then after that, the sky is the limit. From this high to this high to this high to this high, 411. See, everything is with trend lines and Fibonacci. Excuse me if I sound a little bit tired. It's 11:56 p.m. China time. WFRD, Weatherford International PLC. And the weekly looking good. All-time highs looks pretty good. Let's check the daily. We have the FTI on the daily. Now, this needs to hold the 121.50, otherwise 116, long continuation above the 128, towards 134 and 154. What else? Google. You want Google or Google? Doesn't matter. It's the same. Google. Who asked for Google? Shem, you did not see my weekly market recap. Why do I do these videos if nobody see them? I will stop making them. Every day, every weekend, I will put it again over here. Every day, every weekend, I do 2 videos on the market recap. One in English, one in Hebrew. Every day and every weekend. On the weekend, it's weekly market recap. Every day, it's the daily market recap. So make sure you hit the notification bell so you won't miss them. And you can go also to the playlist. You will find the Fibonacci-Traders Academy playlist with now we have 39 videos on how to become a better trader each and every day on the technical side and the psychology behind trading. If you still did not see this, the truth about technical analysis, no one will tell you. This is the first video after this live. You go to this video and you will watch this video. Also, you have here the top 5 trading mistakes, financial freedom, explanation of the FTI in English and in Hebrew. So check them out. It's free. Check it out. Google on continuation above the 155 towards 162 and 171. As long as Google is above the yellow zone, above the 146, we are good to go long. Bitcoin and well as IBIT. We talked about Bitcoin in the beginning of this live, Mark. Let's talk about IBIT, which basically it's the ETF of Bitcoin. Look, same as the Bitcoin. Price action is getting tighter and tighter. Higher lows, lower highs. Wait for a breakout. Either way, it can break to the downside, and then you will see 33.91 and 28.90. Breaking to the upside, you will see 42, 40, 45 and 50. Huge volume, yes, because J&J wants to buy them. Yeah, Arun is right. No problem, Osher, no problem. No more upside. Let's see. I don't think they will erase. They will erase they will erase SWAV. If so, I didn't check it. I don't know. Microsoft for Ilan. Ilan also check the weekly market recap. I'm talking about all the indices, the SPY, the Qs, the Dow Jones, the IWM, the Magnificent 7, selected ETFs, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Check them out. Check every day. Check my YouTube channel for the daily or the weekly market recap. Yes, they're going to erase SWAV, so get out of this name. Microsoft moving sideways, holding above the yellow zone, looking good, relatively looking good. Breaking below the yellow zone, you will see 410 and then 397. Long continuation above the 430 and then 451. Thank you very much, Arun, for this crucial update. Thank you. How the CPI and PPI? Depends how the market will see them, how the market will react. They have expectations about the CPI, have expectations for the PPI, and if the market have expectations, and if the market will not like the numbers of the CPI or the PPI, and it doesn't matter what we think, if we think the numbers are good or not, and it doesn't matter what any other analyst out there thinks, if the numbers are good or not good. The only thing we need to follow is how Mr. Market, SPY, S&P 500 will react to those numbers. And this is why I always say, always protect the downside, because you never know what will happen next. And this is why also I tell my students, there is no such thing as a risk-reward ratio, because no one knows the reward ratio. No one knows where the market will go next. So how can you know your reward? The only thing you need to worry about is your risk management. That's it. And if you know that you're holding positions going into CPI and PPI, and no one knows how the market will react, so we need to prepare for the worst case scenario. Worst case, market falls. How much? We don't know. Can be 2%, can be 5%, can be 15%. No one knows. Prepare always for the downside. Prepare for the worst case and protect the downside. How you protect the downside? Risk management. And if you're super afraid and if you cannot handle big losses, don't trade reports. Don't trade earning reports. Don't trade CPI, PPI, FOMC, and rate decisions days. Just don't. Close all your positions and wait for the next day to come or the next week to come. No one knows how the market will react. No one. Disney. Basically, Disney looking good. If we clean the noise, holding above the yellow zone, we got a bearish signals on all time frames except the weekly. The weekly, we are still in an uptrend. So this is why, you see, we are still in an uptrend. Below the 116, we will get also bearish on the weekly. But for now, if you're long already on Disney, your stop, in my opinion, should be around the 114.50, because below it, you will see the lower border of the yellow zone, below it the 105, and below it this gap. Look at the FTI, gives you also gaps. This is why I invented this tool. I did not invent. I don't know how to call it. Invent. It's based on all my knowledge on Fibonacci, support and resistance. All my knowledge on trend lines. You can add also trend lines. Automatically trend lines. And as you can see, it adjusts itself on any time frame you want to trade. The weekly, the monthly, the 4 hours, the 2 hours, the 5 minutes. It adjusts itself. Yes, it's improved. Always improving the FTI. Always, 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 always. Created. Yep. Developed. This is the word I'm looking for. Developed this tool. It's not an indicator. It's a tool. It's a tool to help us. Basically, it's a tool I developed for myself to help myself instead of searching for the right low, the right high, how to measure the Fibonacci, how to measure the trend lines, how to put the trend lines. Did I take the right trend? Is this the right trend? And of course, the buy-sell signal, the stop loss, the red and the green lines. And of course, this latest improvement, latest addition, this table over here, which gives me point of view on multi-time frames. Anything, I can adjust everything here. Also the time frames. If I'm day trading, so I can adjust the time frames over here. So it will suit for day trade. I can put here from 1 second up to 1 year. It depends on me. How much does a McDonald's meal cost? Where? Here in China? Pennies. Let's say kids meal, which is the hamburger, fries, apple, and a drink. It's around, just yesterday I ordered, right? How much it cost me? Cost around, in US dollar, around $5, I think. Kids meal. Normal meal for grown-ups, it can go up to, it's like $7, something like this. Normal meal in McDonald's, not the double cheeseburger, I don't know, with all this, just normal meal with the hamburger, fries, another side dish like apple or corn, and drink. What else? Developed, yes, developed. Hi guy, thank you very much for joining. How are we in the likes? How many subscribers we already have? So what else are we going to talk about? Anything special? Ask me anything. Dudu always asks me interesting questions. Be like Dudu. Are you Dudu from Home Center? Ask Dudu. $2.5 to 3.5 in China according to Bard. Bard is Google. Google is forbidden in China. AVGO. Wait, I can check my phone. Yesterday I ordered. Wait, let me check. Yesterday I ordered 4 meals. 3 kids meal and 1 grown-up meal. 4 meals yesterday, and it costs me 3 kids meal, 1 adult meal, normal meal. It's 123 Chinese yuan. I don't know how much is it in US dollar. Chinese yuan to US dollar. Chinese yuan to US dollar. 123. 17.3 US dollar. 3 kids meal and 1 adult meal. This is the cost. 4 meals. So take 17 times 4. So divided by 4. 17 divided by 4. How much is it? Yeah, $4 for a meal, more or less. With delivery. Okay, it's include delivery. Home. Thank you very much, guy, for this amazing super chat. I wish Dudu. Why not? From now you're Dudu from Home Center. Ask Dudu. Who remembers this? Who remembered this commercial? Dudu. It was Dudu from Home Center, right? Ask Dudu. MU. Thank you, guy, for this amazing super chat. I appreciate very much, my friend MU, and the confirmation with AMD on potential moves. We talked about AMD. AMD is also in my weekly market recap. MU uptrend holding above the 119. Below this area you will see 111. Below 111 you have a gap over here. Above 130 continuation, and you will see 144 and 162. Overall MU looks much better than AMD. It's Guy. I know it's Guy. I don't know why he wrote YAG. I know why you wrote Yag, but it's between us. But it's Guy. Right, Guy? It's Guy, it's not Yag. So, any other questions? Any other requests? What else do we have? You want to talk about the Chinese stocks? Who wants to talk about the Chinese stocks? Baba. Look at this. This is why I say there is no correlation between the stock and simple guy. There is no correlation between the stock and the company behind it. Baba, Alibaba Group. I think it's the second largest holding group, maybe third largest holding groups in China. And still, it's bigger than Amazon. In terms of money, it's bigger than Amazon. You can count on it. I know it. There is nothing you can do here in China. Almost nothing you can do here. You have an application. I will try to show you. It's called Alipay. Or, in Chinese, Shufubao. Can you see this? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Maybe without this. Can you see something? I will try. Wait. I'll do something. Wait. Maybe like this one. Here. No. It's too bright. Wait. I will show you why Alibaba is one of the biggest. Cannot see it, huh? Too much light. Yeah, Baidu, it's like the Google in China, but it's Baidu. It's only Baidu. Alibaba, what is this? Not this. I want this. Cannot see it, huh? Bummer. Wait. Wait, let me do something. 1 second. 1 second, I will show you the application. Maybe now? No. Cannot see the application. Anyway, here, now you can see it. You see you have the payments over here. Anyway, you can do everything with this. Here. See you have payments, transfers, can scan, take out, everything. Can utilities, gas, electricity, water, and more healthcare over here. And more things you can do with this app. Everything that you want. Everything you can do with this. Call taxi, call cab, everything. What else do we have here? Car hire. Can order tickets for airplanes, for railroad, transfer money, go to the movies, everything. There is no cash in China. It's only this. Only this. WeChat, yeah, WeChat is the competitor of Alipay. It's the competitor. Also WeChat. You can do everything with WeChat. Two super powerful services on WeChat. Let's see if you can see. Try to see. I have nothing in my wallet. You see? I have nothing now. This is my wallet. Here. How do you do it? Here. This is my wallet. No balance. Need to talk to my wife to give me some money. Here you scan. Everything. With these two apps, you can do everything. Everything. It's, I don't know, it's like messaging services. It's like the widget is like the WhatsApp, but super upgraded. You can do everything with widget. This is why Elon Musk wants to take X and transform it like widget. So you can do everything. Everything I do with widget or Alipay. Rent, car insurance, my daughter's school, transfer money, everything through widget. There is there is cash. I think I didn't touch cash in China. I don't know, years. I don't have cash. Nothing. Only with barcode. Everything. It's more than Venmo. It's much more than Venmo. What else do we have? PCAR. And we will wrap up this live. It's 12:20 p.m. 12:20 a.m. already. It's Sunday. PCAR looking good. Broke this uptrend channel, but still bullish on all time frames, still above the yellow zone. If you're long on PCAR, your stop should be at the 118.20. Long continuation as long as you're above this yellow zone. AI is in a downtrend channel. You see, this is why you need the FTI in your chart. You can adjust this one. Let's adjust here a little bit. You see, trend lines goes down, bearish, short continuation below the 24.66, and you will see next support 21.35, 19, 17, and 16 to the downside. Iris, I have a question about closing position during volatile week. Why not take the hit and ignore it? So far it took a day or two, but you cannot. How do you know? How do you know? Always use stop loss. If the market is going down 1%, 90% of the SP 500 will go 2 to 5% because of the delta, because of the volatility of the stocks. Most of the stocks that are inside the S&P 500 are much more volatile than the SPY itself. So if the SPY goes, just take a look. Last Thursday, market went down in one single day from the top to bottom 2%. Look what happened to most of the stocks on last Thursday. 5, 6, 7, 8% to the downside. Why take the hit? And if it will continue to, especially after the CPI and PPI, if it will continue to go lower and lower and lower, never know. Always use stop loss. If the market bounces back after 2-3 days, re-enter. Re-enter. Don't play with fire. It's playing with fire. Cyber, we will close and wrap up this. I had a great time. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining this live. I had a great time. If you are enjoying and you also had a great time, you know what to do. I will not tell you again and again and again to hit the like, subscribe. I will not do it. Cyber, nothing much. Sideways move, holding above this yellow zone. below the 257, this gap will get filled, and then you are going to see the 244. Nothing much. So, ladies and gentlemen, from all around the world, from China to USA through Israel, thank you very much for joining this special live. Be prepared. Super volatile week. Prepare your downside. Philip, thank you very much for this amazing super chat. I do appreciate you. And of course, I appreciate everyone who joined this. Philip, if you have any request, any question, this is the time. I'm about to wrap up this. AMD we talked about. Let's talk about Blink. Philip, we talked about AMD, but we will talk about once again because of your amazing super chat. First, let's talk about Blink. Nothing much. You see downtrend lines, bearish sentiment, sell, short continuation below the 265 towards 238. If you want to go long on this name, you need to wait for a weekly close above the 310. AMD for Philip, special for this amazing super chat. Needs to hold above the 161. Otherwise, the same price action you saw over here, you will get to the downside to 143, 134, and 121. No long for now on AMD. You have also here bearish on the 4 hours, bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly. Philip, thank you very much. Guy, thank you very much for this amazing super chat. And everybody else, thank you very much for this amazing live. I had a pretty nice time, great time. Enjoyed it very much. Like, subscribe, more videos coming up during this weekend. Until the next live, until the next video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.